Hey everyone! Today we're going to dive into a pretty revolutionary tool from Google called NotebookLM. Think of it as your own personal AI research assistant. So if you've ever felt like you're just buried in documents and data, you're going to want to stick around for this.
You know the feeling, right? You've got a million tabs open, a desktop cluttered with PDFs, maybe even a few super long YouTube videos you're supposed to be taking notes on. It feels like you're literally drowning in information, just trying to piece it all together for a project. It's a lot.
But what if you could flip that whole experience on its head? I mean, just imagine having an expert right there with you, one who's already read all your materials and is ready to go 24/7 to answer questions, simplify things, or even brainstorm with you. That's the big idea we're digging into.
Okay, so let's officially meet this assistant. It's called Google NotebookLM, and it's a tool designed to take that feeling of information overload and turn it into a feeling of, actual understanding and control.
So the official description is an AI-powered research and writing assistant. But honestly, the most important part of that sentence is the last bit, that works with the sources you provide. This isn't some AI that just goes out and scrapes the entire internet. It becomes an expert in your world, your specific stuff. And that's the real game changer. NotebookLM grounds its answers and its ideas only in the documents you give it. This is a huge deal because it means all the information is totally relevant, it's targeted, and this is key, it drastically cuts down on the risk of the AI just making stuff up, those AI hallucinations. The AI is an expert purely on what you care about.
Now, I know what you might be thinking. This sounds complicated. But actually, the whole process is surprisingly simple. It's a really clean workflow that lets you get to the good stuff fast.
It's really just a simple three-step dance. First, you add your sources, all those documents, notes, and links we were talking about. Second, you just start asking questions in normal, everyday language like you're chatting with a colleague. And third, you get insights. The tool will give you summaries, it'll explain complex parts, and even help you generate new ideas, all based on your content.
And the cool part is how flexible it is. You're not just stuck with one type of file. You can upload Google Docs, PDFs, just plain text files. You can drop in links to websites. And here's my favorite part. It can even analyze the content of YouTube videos. How cool is that?
Okay, so that's the basics. But this is where things get really, really interesting. NotebookLM has what I'd call some advanced superpowers that go way beyond just finding stuff. This is where it stops feeling like a search engine and starts feeling more like a creative partner.
For instance, you can give it a prompt just like this. Say you have a super dense scientific paper or some complicated financial report. You can literally just ask NotebookLM to explain it like you're a 7th grader. It can make these really tough topics suddenly make sense.
It can also help you see the information differently. So instead of just getting a huge wall of text back, you can ask it to create a mind map or a structured outline from your sources. This is amazing for seeing how different ideas connect. It's all about connecting the dots, not just listing facts.
All right, let's get into a slightly more advanced idea, but one that points to where all of this is going. The word is orchestration, and it's a term you're going to hear a lot more. It's basically the art of getting multiple specialized AIs to team up and work together on a big, complex task.
The absolute best way to get your head around orchestration is this metaphor right here. Think about a conductor leading an orchestra. Each musician is an expert at their own instrument. They have their own specific role. In the world of AI, orchestration is the conductor, telling each specialized AI agent what to do and when to create something amazing together.
So what does that look like in the real world? Well, it could be a whole creative project. You could have one AI that's great at brainstorming ideas look at your research and pitch a concept. Then another AI that's a brilliant writer could turn that idea into a full script. And finally, a third AI could take that script and actually generate the video. That's orchestration in action.
When you put all this together, you realize we're looking at a huge shift in how we think about technology like this. We're moving past the point of just seeing AI as a simple tool. We're really entering an era where it can be a true partner in how we think and how we learn. Look at it this way. On one side, you have a basic tool. It finds information for you, it answers your questions.
That's useful, for sure, but it's limited. But on the other side, you have a thinking partner. It doesn't just find stuff, it connects the dots between your different sources in ways you might have missed. It helps you generate brand new ideas. It turns brainstorming into a real collaboration.
And what happens is, because it's working so closely with your thoughts and your material, the AI stops feeling like some sterile machine. It really does become more like a personal tutor or even just a helpful friend who's there to help you figure things out. And this right here, this is the big leap. It's the core transformation. We're watching AI evolve in real time, from being a simple tool that just fetches things into a sophisticated tutor that actually helps you understand.
So, that really just leaves us with one final thought. In a world where you have your own personal AI research assistant, one that's ready to help you master any subject you feed it, what's the first thing you're going to learn? Thanks for joining this explainer.